Hey guys, today was the election day in Karnataka, a big election for state assembly. And, BJP and Congress. Congress is the ruling party, and BJP is trying to get the power back from Congress. A big fight, and as per the analysts, as per all the political commentators, it's kind of a big thing for both BJP and Congress because it's going to decide the overall mood of who is gaining momentum for 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Now, maybe that's a little, uh, maybe a little exaggerated. I don't think Karnataka alone is going to decide what's the fate of 2019 because there are a lot of regional factors and other things that can happen between now and 2019 that can change the election results one way or the other. But anyway, this is from Congress' point of view, this is like the last thing they have. They got to hold on to this Karnataka, otherwise they would have pretty much lost power in almost all the major states. So it's a big thing, all right. But here's my prediction, because as I said, today was the election day. I think within 2 days or so, I think 15th, they're going to announce the results. All the exit polls are kind of projecting, most of the exit polls are projecting kind of hung assembly. But here's my take on this. I think Congress is going to come out as the single biggest party once again. Now, they might lose some seats or they might gain some seats. That's possible. But overall, Congress will exceed expectations. They will come out victorious and they will form the next government. And BJP will lose. And it's happening for a couple of very clear tactical mistakes done by BJP. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. BJP could have easily won this election if they had thought about some of these things. But they did not. They walked into some of the traps laid out by very clever Congress politicians, especially the local regional Congress politicians. And I think, in my opinion, they're going to pay the price and Congress will come out victorious. All right, so these are some of the, in my opinion, these are the reasons why BJP is going to lose elections. Number one, BJP, I don't know what they're thinking. They brought back Reddy brothers into the equation. That was a huge mistake because last time when BJP lost power, everything, or the only thing rather, that was in everybody's mind in Karnataka was Reddy brothers, because the name Reddy brothers, it stands for corruption. It stands for something that is highly toxic to Indian politics because they have no value systems, they have no standards. The only thing they think they can buy everything using money power. Okay, that is like the third world, some of the worst of third world that you can expect. There is no rule of law. There's nothing. They think money is the answer. Money buys everything. It's just the worst form of politics you can think of. And first time BJP made a mistake by associating with Reddy brothers, but they had an opportunity this time to stay away from those guys and reject them, reject their support, reject their influence. Instead, BJP once again embraced them, even gave tickets to that guy, Sri Ramulu, to contest from one of the constituencies. Immediately, the Kannada people thought that, okay, this is the same BJP that we despised last time. We thought the BJP is going to be different this time, but this is the same BJP we kicked out of the power last time. So for most of the people, like, there is no difference. There is no difference, even though Modi is in the picture this time. It doesn't make any kind of difference because it's the same Reddy brothers, Yediyurappa kind of team. Second reason is anti-incumbency is all-time low in Karnataka. It doesn't mean that Congress is doing a fantastic job, but certainly they have managed to do a pretty decent job. Yes, there are issues. Yes, there are a lot of things, but we don't hear gigantic scams like the way we used to hear in the past. In the past, it was like every day wake up and like you read the newspaper, there is a gigantic scam going on, right? That's not happening anymore. Okay, now I'm not saying these guys are very honest, clean characters. I'm not saying that. I'm sure they're doing a lot of things behind the scene. But there seems to be some kind of control at the top so things don't spin out of control. Overall, it has helped Congress image, and I can't think of the big scandal. That's the good news. Okay. The third big problem, or the third big reason why BJP is going to lose, is Lingaites. Look, this is a very powerful community in Karnataka, and they exercise a lot of power. They're very big in numbers, and also they are one of the biggest supporters of BJP all these years. This time, Lingayat community is a divided house. Now, that's again brilliant strategy by local Congress leadership to bring up that Lingayats minority issue, giving them special status and all the stuff. By seeding that, very divisive idea in the Lingayat community, they have managed to split Lingayats vote. Now, one might argue that, still most of the Lingayats would support BJP. Yes, that's possible. But in a country like India, where in most of the cases it's a three-way contest, it doesn't take a whole lot of swing voters to, change the election results. Even if like a 5% of votes are, diverted from one party to another party, that is good enough to swing the election. So that's going to be a major challenge for BJP, especially in those Lingayat-dominated areas, like a central Karnataka, northern Karnataka. Then BJP also made a couple of tactical mistakes, in my opinion. I don't know why they did it. That's stupid. But here are some of the things. One is, I respect Narendra Modi a lot. He's an honest man. He's a great guy. He really wants to do good things for our country. There's no doubt about it. But sometimes I feel like he gets carried away by this election campaign mode. For example, when he came to Karnataka, he called Bangalore a garbage city. Look, man, I understand you're campaigning. I understand you're trying to win this election. But you don't put down a city like Bangalore, which is, you like it or not, of course, it's got a lot of issues. Nobody would argue about it. But at the end of the day, Bangalore is a city that's well known at the international scene because of the IT and the outsourcing and all the stuff. Now, the Prime Minister himself calls that city a garbage city. Think about it. That soundbites will go a long way in today's world, in social media. That's not a good idea for him to put down his own city when he is the brand ambassador for India. Next time when it goes abroad, it doesn't matter. These BJP election results, Karnataka state election results is a short-term thing. What stays out is when he goes abroad, when he tries to pitch different business ideas with different corporate leaders, his own words will come back and bite him, right? How can he sell our country and our infrastructure and, how can he market our stuff when he himself is calling IT capital or the Silicon Valley of India as a garbage city? So I wish he was a little more thoughtful in his choice of language, selection of these words. Then another mistake they did, BJP, was to bring in Yogi Adityanath. Again, another honest man, another hardworking, nice gentleman. I got nothing against him, but here's the problem. You don't bring a chief minister of Uttar Pradesh to badmouth the progress of Karnataka. You just don't do that. That is a stupid idea. Everybody knows that southern states are doing much better as compared to Bimaro states. Karnataka is doing much better than Uttar Pradesh. We have, the Karnataka has done much better job of controlling population in terms of tax and infrastructure. You name it, right? You don't bring a chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, which is already a laughing stock, to lecture Karnataka on progress and growth. Even people who like Yogi Adityanath, even people who support BJP kind of were taken back and said, "Come on, man, don't do this. Come on, man, you don't bring like a guy from Uttar Pradesh and tell us what to do when their own state is stinking. Their state has a lot of problem, right?" Again, another issue that's kind of tied to this whole thing is the Hindi language thing. Again, Congress did a great job. They brilliantly played it. They made it an issue. And they said, yeah, we don't like Hindi. We should support Kannada. It's something that really sells in southern part of India. The people are proud of their language. Rightfully so. There's nothing wrong with that. But what's the point in enforcing Hindi, right? It's not a national language. It's one of the languages, but it's not the only language. I mean, there's no point in fact, I was in Bangalore just a couple of months ago, and I saw these North Indians living in Bangalore, probably for years, don't speak a word of Kannada. Now think about this. What if a whole bunch of South Indians living in Delhi or some other place in northern part of India for years, and they build their own little safe places where they always speak in the language and they never learn a word of Hindi or the local language? What would be the perception, right? So, we have to drop this whole Hindi thing, Hindi as a national language. Instead, we should promote mutual respect for our languages. That's the only way out. Again, BJP played this poorly. They should have stepped up and they should have realized this new reality. Instead, Congress took the lead and Congress played it pretty well. Now, I understand Congress is not honest about it. I get it, okay? But I'm just looking at it from the strategy perspective. So anyway, I guess for these reasons, I think BJP is gone. I think BJP is not going to win the election. All pointers are pointing at one simple thing: Congress majority. Congress is going to retain power. BJP did not learn lessons from the previous mistakes, continued the same mistake, and did more. They're going to pay for this.